The man just dreamed that his wife had an affair with Lao Wang. He mercilessly handcuffed his wife and locked her tightly. Wait for my wife to react. When looking at her husband by the bed, unexpectedly, my husband raised a gun directly to benefit his own people and land. A sudden little surprise instantly scared the woman into silence. As her husband's body slammed down on her lap, she nervously pushed away her husband, but unexpectedly, they rolled under the bed together with themselves. She instinctively wants to crawl to the police, but the other side of the handcuffs is locked in the husband's hand. In a state of panic, the woman hurriedly tried to open the handcuffs, but helpless. This thing is made in China. Let her try her best. Unable to break free from constraints, fortunately, there is a mobile phone nearby that can help her. Who knew that the phone was just full of phone bills? Unexpectedly prompted that the phone is in arrears. Under helplessness, the woman had to pick up the pistol on the ground, trying to break the handcuffs. I didn't expect that. The last bullet in the pistol was already wasted by her husband. Watching the slowly smelling corpse, the woman had to endure nausea, dragging her husband towards the cloakroom. The moment when the light can be turned on, the woman is completely confused. Here, except for a wedding dress in the room, the other clothes miraculously disappeared. Lisa didn't think too much. Hurry up and take off your wedding dress. But I didn't expect to find a strange box behind me. But the woman didn't take her to heart, just putting my husband on the wedding dress, trying to drag my husband out of here. Unexpectedly, I just walked to the staircase. I accidentally followed up with my husband. Fortunately, my husband only weighs over 800 pounds, can make women stand up easily. Then she continued to drag her husband into the kitchen, looking for tools to unlock handcuffs. But the woman searched the entire house. I didn't even find a nail clipper. Fortunately, at this moment, she suddenly found the car key in the trash can. Lisa looked at the garage that was just a few feet away. Looking back at the body lying on the ground, there was an intention. Then she hurriedly dragged her husband out of the room, which was dozens of degrees below zero. But even if women are well prepared, but the cold snow still made the woman shiver with cold. Fortunately, the car is very close. Not long after, the woman dragged her husband into the car. Then she quickly took out the car key. Start the car. Place your delicate hands on the air conditioner for warmth. Unexpectedly, the clown just regained some consciousness. The car suddenly stalled. Open the door and take a look. The fuel tank was already drained by my husband. However, just as she was at a loss, the deceased husband suddenly started lying. Fortunately, the sound was just a recording prepared by the husband in advance. The man had already discovered the fact that his wife was cheating. Everything we are doing now, all for revenge on the woman who cheated on her. She wants to use her own death to make women feel unbearable. The woman who heard this completely panicked, afraid of continuing to stay. There will be accidents in the car, so she had to drag her husband back to the mansion again to find another way out. But I haven't waited for her to take a break yet. Suddenly, a burst of sound came from outside the door, a hurried knock on the door. When he cautiously opened the door, discovering that the one standing outside the door was Lao Wang, who had cheated on him. But we can't wait for the two to discuss how to handle the body. They saw a luxury car not far away, and this car is on Lao Wang's way here. Just keep following him. For the sake of safety, he decided to keep Lisa inside, and I went out alone to deal with it. But who knew that old Wang was about to open his mouth and inquire about the other person's identity? The other party didn't say a word. Blowing at Lao Wang is like dozens of dollars. A sudden scream. The frightened woman quickly hid herself. Strangely enough, the killer seems unaware of the existence of women. Goes straight towards the second floor. The boxes in the laundry room on the second floor were filled with the intentions of the assassin after his success. As long as they kill Lao Wang and Lisa, the diamonds inside, it's theirs. But the problem is, the safe must be opened using her husband's fingerprint and a password that only Lisa knows. So the two of them began searching for the woman's trace inside the house. At this time, the woman dragged her husband to the utility room, find a handy tool, crazy tapping on her husband's delicate little hands. Unexpectedly, the sharp tapping sound quickly caught the attention of a young man. Fortunately, 1 second before my younger brother came in, the woman broke free from her constraints, hiding under the sail. And then, due to an accident, it came too suddenly. The woman did not hide her husband's body together. After seeing the employer's body, my little brother, scared out of my wits, hurry up and shout, "Black boss comes to check." Looking at the body lying on the ground, the vigilant black boss quickly detected an abnormality, so he quickly lifted the sail. But I only found one small hand from the employer. However, just as they were preparing to carry the body away, an accident happened suddenly. A flashlight suddenly fell to the ground. The woman trembled with fear, dare not make any noise. Fortunately, when the robber picked up the flashlight, no women found. But the robber picked up the flashlight, but there was no intention of leaving at all, because the two of them found footprints left by women underground. So they immediately concluded that barefoot women definitely didn't run far. So he quickly chased after him. After the two of them leave, the woman dragged the fuel tank from the ship to the nearby garage. However, just as the woman lifted the heavy fuel tank onto the table, but accidentally made a noise. After the kidnappers outside the door heard it, hurried towards the direction of the sound. Fortunately, the woman also noticed an abnormality at this time. I quickly hid behind the wheel. When the kidnappers are ready to come from behind the car, the woman quickly hid under the car again, watching the fuel tank continue to pump oil into the car. The man also seems to have noticed something, so he cautiously looked around. Women, on the other hand, move their bodies slowly in the footsteps of men, walk outside the garage. Unexpectedly, as soon as I turned around, I met the little brother who was processing the body head-on. The woman was frightened into a daze, quickly hid in the nearby basement. Through the crack of the door, he carefully observed the situation outside, but unexpectedly, the black boss also glanced towards the basement at this moment. Women see things going wrong, hurry up and run away. Who ever thought? Just ran to the exit on the other side. I saw the little brother dragging the body right under the door. Faced with a situation of front and rear impact, he is quick to come to his senses. Press the remote control in hand. The kidnappers heard the news, thought a woman was going to drive away, so they chased after him. Just arrived at the garage, the robbers discovered something was wrong, so he quickly turned back to the mansion. Follow the footprints on the ground to the attic on the top floor. The kidnappers detected an abnormality, but when he lifted the sheets, I found nothing inside, and the woman is now coming out from the other side, directly pierced the unsuspecting black boss downstairs, falling into a coma. Next, the woman is following and jumping down the attic, took out the car key from the kidnapper. At this moment, the little brother who heard the movement came in a daze to check. Unexpectedly, she was ambushed by a woman from behind. After being hit in the room in an instant, my little brother, the woman quickly closed the door, then smashed the door lock down again, make it impossible for him to escape. Subsequently, the woman rushed to the kidnapper's car in a frenzy, prepared to get off and leave, but I haven't waited for the car to start the window yet.